We have a technical break today, so we have broken 240.89. We closed at 240.50, down $3.62. That's 1.48%. Post-market, we seem to be up by 20 cents. So if that 20 cents comes true tomorrow morning, then we are going to be back in. Before getting into first thing in the morning, look at where things are going to be. Look at what the VIX is doing, and this is going to give you a good indication as what is going to happen, because this is a 40-cent break. So this is a very tiny break. This is a bearish candle because we have been losing ground in terms of the close compared to yesterday. We also made a lower high. We also made a lower low, but the long wicks at the bottoms mean that the buyers came in and rescued a little bit after the initial break during the day. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart to understand a little bit better how this happened. The first candle of the day was still above 240.89. The second hour also, then the third hour, this is where we had the break. This is where we had the break. This was a sell signal right here on the 1 hour chart. And then it continued a little bit lower. And then this is the pullback that we are having right now. We are having a pullback, but if you look at the pullback, this is a limited pullback. So the pullback is not going higher than 242 because we had a double support at that place. So it did not go higher than 242. And now we are seeing some caving in a little bit, and we don't have stochastic over 60. This looks like we want to go back down. This is what this looks like on the 1 hour chart. If we go back on the daily chart, so on the daily chart, let's look at our indicators. So stochastic at 13 is getting lower and lower. We had the two lines of MACD that were above zero. This was one of the bullish indicators with our green thumb up, but we have lost that because now we don't have the two lines above zero. We have one line that's negative. So I am going to remove this green thumb up and I am going to put this red thumb down. In terms of indicators, we have turned all bearish. RSI is below 50 and the MI is also red. This is not looking good. This is a break. Let's see if it reverses tomorrow morning. If not, this thing should continue to go down. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX is down 0.72, 3.8%, close at 1821. So VIX started to go higher and higher today. This made Tesla at least tank. But now, towards the end of the day, it resumed back down with this big move down at 230. So this helped Tesla climb back up a little bit. We need to watch this guy. We still need to watch this guy because this is having a very important influence on Tesla. So always look at the VIX and Tesla together because this is going to increase your chance of making better trading decisions. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. Tesla investors should brace for meaningful downside to 2024 delivery expectations. Deutsche Bank's Emmanuel Rosner cuts stock price target to 285 from 300. That's not a big cut. Tesla could miss third quarter delivery and production expectations, but there is meaningful downside risk to current 2024 projections due to limited volume growth. So basically, this is what he was saying. Right now, 440 from 455. And the FactSet consensus of 462K. So this is lower. But they say that the larger risk we see is downside to expectations for 2024 on both growth and earnings. And that's because Tesla indicated that it's no longer planning to expand output at its Austin, Texas and Berlin factories to 10,000 vehicles per week. As a result, Rosner said he believes that the forecast is going to be 2.1 in 2024, below 2.3. I don't know what is going to happen next week when we are going to get the actual delivery numbers, but there is a bit of turmoil that is already happening around that. Elon made a comment about the UAW strike, and basically he said they want a 40% pay raise and a 32-hour work week. Sure way to drive GM, Ford, and Chrysler bankrupt in the fast lane. I tend to agree with him. And Morgan Stanley's Adam Jonas seems to agree as he describes the situation as an existential standoff. It is incredibly difficult to predict the duration of today's strike given how far apart the two sides appear to be, the motivations of the OEMs and the broader political environment. In our view, Even before a potential 30 to 40% rise in hourly worker labor costs, we question the ability of the D3 to be able to produce high volume EVs at a profit. An outlier inflationary outcome with the UAW merely exacerbates the issue. No, there's a mistake here. Our medium-term EV forecast for the D3 are far below management targets, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, the big three are going to have a hard time. Let's take a look at the US bonds. So the bonds are going higher. We are breaking our bullish channel. So the bullish channel was not going fast enough. The bonds are going even faster up. This is not going to be good. This is not going to be good for the stock market. Rivian. So Rivian, we are having stochastic over 60 right now. We are very close to breaking, very close. I don't know if we are going to break it, but I'm just saying it's very close to breaking this downward resistance. Again, the buy signal is going to be at 23.59. So we'll see if it comes. Xpeng, nothing to see here. This is just going downwards. We are up 2.9%, but this is a move that is not triggering any of our de-risking purchase criteria. NEO 0.59 up, nothing to say about this. VinFast, we can laugh again, 12.89% down. Apple is a great company. It's a great company. Boom. We have lost 174.58. We had the sell signal yesterday. This is continuing down. Stochastic is at 6, so bombs away. ARM is stabilizing a little bit sideways, down 0.65%. Palantir. Okay, Palantir, we had a very small bearish resistance right here, and now we have broken it. We don't have stochastic over 60, but if we start breaking 16, and if we start breaking this, then we can have a buy signal right here at 16.50. Of course, you can buy right now. You can buy at any point, but I'm telling you that this is the de-risked area of buying, but it does not mean that you cannot make a little bit of a swing here. You do your own research, you make your own decisions. Nvidia bouncing on 406.62. There's a support that's holding right now. We are up 1.33. This move does not mean much. Yes, we are outside of our bearish channel. So at least the stock is not going down anymore. It's not going down anymore. It's going sideways. We have no stochastic over 60. It's just going sideways. It's going to need to at least break 440 with a stochastic over 60 in order for us to consider it a buy again. Let's look at our indices. Plunging 0.20%. We have a long wick right here. A long wick right here is telling me that we might be bouncing a little bit. I don't know where, but it tells me that it could be bouncing because the buyers just came in just as we saw. We had big move down in the VIX, and this is what created these long wicks at the bottom. So people came back into the market. Is it going to last? That's the big question. We are going to get more information about that tomorrow. SPX, another big wick, another big wick at the bottom right here. This is pretty much sideways. NASDAQ Composite, another longer wick at the bottom, but we could just be having a little bit of a rebound before a further move down. Physical gold, wow. Physical gold, we are into this downward channel, and we have been pausing above 1469. The pause is over. The pause is over, and we are pretty close to this downward resistance right here. So maybe we are going to reach the other side. So if we do, that would be a nice drop, 1360 or something like that, depending on where we are going to hit that bottom part of the channel. But that's a nice sell signal if you want to try that one. And tell me in the comment section below what you are going to do. What are you going to do with Tesla? What are you going to do with Palantir? Are you going to try it? I think it would be very exciting if we would share what we are going to do in the comments so that this can give idea to other people. And I will do the same too. Silver is going sideways. Not much to see here. This is just noise. Bitcoin also going sideways. It is still in its downward channel. Stochastic is very close to 60. So maybe we are going to have a buy signal at some point, but not right now. Ripple, nothing to say, going sideways. We still have stochastic. and US dollar is going higher and higher. There's neo battery material that seems to be rebounding very well on this support right here, but there's no stochastic yet. It could have been it when it broke 40.5, but now it seems that it will have to do another pass and another try. I want to tell you about something. I want to tell you about DNA. So this is a company that you need to watch. This is a company that I've been watching for a while. They program biological cells to create any products that we want. And Pfizer has just invested money in them. And they are going to be producing some drugs for Pfizer, if I'm not mistaken. And what is interesting is that the business model of DNA is to get a cut of the revenues of its clients. So it's not just a provider, they also get a piece of the pie. So because of that, and because it's Pfizer, if Pfizer creates something like a vaccine or a drug that will make, there's some balloons that are appearing because of the new macOS, this could be going someplace. And shares rose 10% after Pfizer collaboration, and this happened at 10:20. So at 10:20, the stock went super high, super fast. We had a big move up and then it came down. The fact that it came down is great because it is giving us a great opportunity to buy low. On the 1 hour chart, we technically don't have any signal yet. But myself, I'm thinking of maybe jumping the gun because this is so low, this is so close to support, that if it does not go high, this is very easy for me to get out scot-free. I won't tolerate it very much. If it starts going against that support, I'm just going to get out and I will have a minimal loss. I like the story of this one. You can't tell me that I didn't warn you. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.